Poverty. What is poverty? The state of one who lacks a usual or socially acceptable amount of money or material possessions. Poverty is said to exist when people lack the means to satisfy their basic needs. In this context, the identification of poor people first requires a determination of what constitutes basic needs. This may be defined as narrowly as those necessary for survival, or as broadly as those reflecting the prevailing standard of living in the community. Poverty has been associated, for example, with poor health, low levels of education or skills, an inability or unwillingness to work, high rates of disruptive or disorderly behavior, and improvidence. While these attributes have often been found to exist when poverty, their inclusion in a definition of poverty would tend to obscure the relation between them and the inability to provide for one's basic needs. Whatever decision one uses, authorities and laypersons alike commonly assume that the effects of poverty are harmful to both individuals and society. The main causes of poverty in the country include the following. Low moderate economic growth for past 4 years. Low growth elasticity of poverty reduction. Weakness in employment generation and the equality of jobs generated. Failure to fully develop an agricultural sector. High inflation during crisis periods. High levels of population growth. High and persistent levels of inequality, incomes and assets, which dampen the positive impacts of economic expansion. And lastly, exposure to risks such as economic crisis, conflict, natural disaster, which can also be called environmental poverty. Hunger is one of the significant effects of poverty in the Philippines. With little amount of money to buy food, we Filipinos are forced to survive on limited resources such as wealth, food, and unstable shelters. With the insufficient distribution of money results the low demand for food supplies in less developed areas. The standards of food quality has also become a problem. Rice has been the main source of food for Filipinos, but due to insufficiency of money, Filipinos tend to settle with less purchasing low-quality foods, such as noodles, instead of having well-balanced meals.
Around 3 pesos per kilo. Kaya sa tanan, dagan mga klase ko.
Ang kanang mga bugas sa tiba kay mga kuan na imported.
Na ay imported na ay local. Local gikan sa Mindanao, gikan sa Manila. Ano? Nasa gikan imported gikan sa Vietnam o Thailand. Naman daghan karon. Na-change ang dito sa price na ko diya tanaw kanang tag 50 pesos 48 na karon.
Kana mga ang mga bugas.
Oo, na 45, mga na siya ang tag 49. Barato na. Month of August month of July, August.
Ang katong mga nitaas.
Nataas yung kayo, tanan dyan, nubugas, tanan dyan. Wala, karon nag-drop na, start nag-drop.
Kaya nga naman,
daghan naman supply. Niya, nag-harvest na sa, harvest season na sa drum. Seasonal ba yan ang bugas?
with this lifestyle being practiced by countless Filipino families, results the problem of malnutrition in the country. Malnutrition is the lack of proper nutrition, caused by not having enough to eat or eating low-quality foods, which grants no benefits to your body. With poverty taking a toll on the family, Filipinos, children are sometimes forced to work for money in order to survive instead of enjoying their lives as a child and studying in a school. Statistics shows that around 3.6 million children from ages 5 to 7 are child laborers in the Philippines, which is 15.9% of the entire population in the country. In desperate condition, these victims of poverty may involve themselves in crime in order to survive. Research found that one of overwhelming reasons of thievery is due to difficulties caused by poverty. Without employment and the extreme lack of job opportunities in the country, these were the desperate option that these individuals has resorted to, especially when they have a family to provide with life essentials and to save them from constant hunger. These conditions do not seem to be improving, yet there is always a hope for a positive change and new development, which we will save our beloved country from poverty. In conclusion, it is important to understand the effects of poverty in the Philippines to raise awareness to the fact that this is still a significant problem in the country, wherein substantial number of Filipino families are suffering from.
Our country has suffered enough, and we believe as long as we only watch the problems and pretend it never existed, then change will never come, and these victims of poverty will never be saved. We seek for change, we ask for pagbabago.